So at the festival in Regensburg, you will play a commissioned piece too. In addition to like parts of your program, you call it from Aber to Bach. Your program.
Aber to Bach.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in addition to that, we will hear
Bach to Aber.
Bach to Aber.
Yeah.
So in addition to this, you will play A Twilight to Go.
Yeah.
By Stefan Johannes Hanke.
Exactly.
Which was commissioned, I think, 3 years ago, approximately, written for the festival in 2020, which, as I said, had to be postponed. What can you tell us about this piece so far?
So far, I was listening to this piece. He sent the MIDI files, and only for the MIDI files, it sounds amazing. I'm really looking forward to play this piece. It's so well written, and I think it's in a way unique piece for four basses and a piano, and I think it's never done before. I think it's in a way it's a premiere of a premiere. It's like a double premiere, to say. So I said it's difficult to say because it's only the MIDI file, and I was studying that piece way back in 2020, and I just remember that this is going to be like amazing thing.
Yeah, and then of course with like the jazz piano, it will be probably like also like a lot of free improvisation.
Of course.
And
we're looking forward for whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very original idea.
It's very original.
And we have been thinking about doing bass quartet stuff with a soloist, like a collaboration project. We have arranged a lot of music for those kind of projects that we yet haven't come to play yet. But so this is a concept that we really want to do
more.
As a quartet with a soloist and try out this, because like you said, it's never been done before.
So how's your experience with like contemporary music generally? I mean, of course you arrange things, and you said you commissioned also pieces, but how's your approach to it, and also with the composers? Like, how does that work for like the audience? Just to explain, like you get the piece, then you get in a dialogue with the composer?
Yeah, ideally, you get a dialogue with the composer, because like we talked about, when we try new things, there has to be space and room for corrections or adjustments, so that we can make the best kind of product. So I think we're really looking forward to playing with him, and for him to hear his composition for the first time and how it actually sounds, and then just to improve a little bit what can be improved, and that kind of work together with the composer we're really also looking forward to, and also having him play the piano at the same time. I think it's going to be amazing.
No, but in general, just piano and the bass and the way he wrote that music, just on the paper, as I could have said, like it's already works. You know, you already know it's gonna work, because from our experience, like arranging music and writing music for the double bass quartet, this already like looks kind of 90%.
I actually talked to him, and he said, in the beginning, of course, he was very, very looking forward, but he didn't really know how to approach it. But in the end, he said like he had tons of material to use, so he had actually to get rid of a lot of material, because he said like it's such a good combination that like he really found like a lot of good stuff. So as you say, I think it is a very promising setting,
very
actually,
promising
with
setting,
like the
yes.
piano and the contrabasses. So I think we are slowly coming to the end. I have like two more questions. One very practical question, maybe, which is interesting for the audience to know. How do you travel as a bass quartet? I mean, it's, of course, we all know it's like a big instrument and very challenging, but is it like totally normal for you because you do it all the time anyways? Is it?
It's never normal. It's always difficult to travel with the basses. It's always we just came back from Bergen, I mean, feeding two basses and two people in a small coupe, it's really Sudoku. It's really have to you have to be so flexible. So the one thing with the train and then with the plane is always like we can never travel like all quartet together, because there is a policy for the plane that they only take two basses for the trip for one way.
Well, yeah.
So we usually always have to take 2 planes.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean it's like the big cases and like
So it's also logistically like challenging.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest challenge.
Also, when you're flying, you can never be 100% sure that
yeah.
your bass is gonna come
End
with
up
you,
there, yeah.
because depends who is behind the counter.
Yes.
Because if they're a bit hostile, if they didn't eat breakfast, then they can just simply deny you.
Or charge you.
Yeah, or charge
something
you insane amounts.
Insane amounts, yeah.
Yeah. To get the bass on the plane.
I understand.
So I would say like that's the biggest challenge for the one bass quartet, traveling.
Okay. So we hope you will get safely to Regensburg from the airport. And,
Yes,
absolutely.
So last question is there will be like a special brew, like a beer brew for the festival.
Oh.
So I hope you guys like beer.
Definitely.
Otherwise, we also have a wine, of course. So there are options. So what is for you the most important part after a concert, like to come down? Is this like almost like the most favorite part, or like what are you looking forward after a concert? And maybe also like in the setting of a festival, I think it's always different if you're like on a festival or if you're like doing a single concert. So
yeah, of course. It depends what kind of concert it is. But after our quartet concerts, because we really put a lot of work into it, so for me then celebration is kind of the important thing, and hang out with the guys. Just because there can be a lot of tension during concerts and rehearsals, and everyone is like up there, like want to perform, they're focused and snappy, and after the concert everyone's just relaxing, and beer sounds amazing after a concert. I think we always do that.
Yeah, just relaxing and talking about the moments from the concerts that we had, like funny and like
Yeah.
yeah,
And how people
react. Yeah, usually, because it's not often they see bass quartets in a concert.
no, we are really looking forward to that. It was like the last 2 years when we always like announced that you will come. It was always like, okay, like people wanted to buy tickets, and then like we had to cancel it, and then we're like so sad. So I think people are really like looking forward to this like special concert, and so yeah, we are really looking forward to that. So thanks a lot for your time, and see you in September.
See you in September.